HTB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff there. We are back. Pacific Champions, right? Championship, Pacifica Championship, Pacific Cup, whatever you want to call it. It's all those words there. Man, this is going to be pretty exciting. Looking saying that DJ, hit that intro. All right, guys, hope you guys are well. Look, I want to be diving into the Toa Samoa squad that was chosen. Side note as well for you guys. Luai wasn't selected due to his shoulder. There was just no way you could expect him to play, given the outcome. And Joseph Swali'i is not playing as well for Toa Samoa. Look, so as you guys know, that the squad is chosen, and I'll show you guys on the screen who's been selected as well, so you guys can see it there. And we'll just go. So look, as you can see, the Toa Samoa squad, right? It's not the squad of last year, right? Particularly when you look at that spine. There's no Milford there, no Luai as touched on earlier, and obviously no Swali'i as well, right? So there's no fullback there. So that's been experienced, so to speak. So again, it's a very fresh, new, young spine that is going to be tested. However, in saying that though, it's a new spine that I think you can actually work with heading into this Pacific Championship. So obviously you see the likes there of Paulo, who's been selected, Oluwapu as well, right? Mauri Taolangi, Tonu Maipea, Brian Toa. So again, some of the usual suspects there, Crichton as well. Fa'alongo is a big name. Now, he's somebody I had in my squad to make the team there. So I'm really happy there for Suolauvi Fa'alongo. I really am. So good on him, because I think he's the X factor that Toa Samoa need. And so you can see the squad there. I'm not going to necessarily piece the squad together. I'll leave that for you guys, but I think you guys can sort of see where the squad is going. Now, I've touched on the spine. It's a really young spine, right? I'm going to imagine that it'll be something like Oluwapu and Asi, right, in the halves. Kamtong, right, in the hooking position, and then Critter, Stephen Crichton at fullback. That's sort of the way I'm imagining it. That spine, that very young, untested spine, to be fair with you. Now, Toa Samoa, regardless of the spine, their forwards and backs, they've got that for days, right? Spearheaded by Paulo. And obviously, I've already touched some of the names there. But you go in the back there, you got Brian To'o, right? And I'm assuming he'll definitely be there. Jesse Arthur's in the other wing as well. Greg Marju is a healthy addition there for Toa Samoa. He is a meter eater, hard man to tackle, tough, all-around bloke who has had a great season there for the Newcastle Knights. So really excited for him to be selected. The likes of Royce Hunt as well. The usual big bashing guy, big shoulders. Again, another tough, strong prospect, there for Toa Samoa. But again, overall, I think for mine, Toa Samoa's forward pack, very, very strong, very experienced, and a squad that has somewhat toured together. Obviously, there's some new pieces there, additions there, the likes of Otoi Kamanu, for example, who didn't necessarily tour them, and I believe Matamoa as well as Palacia, I believe, and Luki as well. They weren't there, in the World Cup. So again, it's young, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's mysterious. It's sort of like a mysterious bag, right? You just don't know what you're going to get, but the signs are good. The signs are good there. I really like what I'm seeing. And again, I've touched on the fullback to the back line. Again, led by Stephen Crichton there at fullback. Obviously, if he's going to be picked at fullback, if he is going to be picked at fullback, it's because I think, that's where he wants to play, particularly as he transitions that role into the Bulldogs, you lucky buggers there, or you are Bulldogs fans there. So again, Stephen Crichton getting to test that. However, in saying that, I've already touched on Sua as well, right? Fa'alongo. And he's somebody who I think can make some real, genuine waves there in that position too. But I see him being a bench piece as opposed to starting. I don't think you have him at 18th man. Fa'alongo is somebody you have him on the field to play. You don't put him at 18th man. He has to be there in the bench or starting, one way or another. So that's just the way I sort of look at it. But again, Brian To'o, right? Young Toru Maipea, Taolangi, as I touched on beforehand. It's just a very formidable team. Again, like I said, the back line is great, strong. The forward pack is going to be good. It's going to be a strong forward pack as well. And I'm looking at their props, Leniu, right? Paulo, right? Royce Hunt. At the second rows, you got Lemuelu, right? You got the likes of, Terrell May in the forward pack as well. It's just a very good, solid squad. Luki, Matamoa at lock possibly. But yeah, anyway, you piece the squad together, but you get what I mean. I think overall, it's good. It's good. But their only weakness, though, is that spine. In the game of rugby league, and I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but really, in the game of rugby league, the spine is where it's at. The spine is where it's at. It dictates the game. It's what manages the game. It's what holds everything together. Granted, you've got your backs, your forwards, but that spine, the middle piece there, that's what pulls everything together. And for Toa Samoa, it really is going to be a big test. That for me, they're not going to have any problems matching up physically with the Aussies and the Kiwis. Not at all. And their backs are going to be fine, matching up against them. But it's how the game is dictated with the ball in hand, particularly, like your 40-20s or your fifth and last tackle options, those things there. However, I will say this though. Gordon Chan Kam Tong, right? The manly up and coming hooker. He is somebody that how do I say this? I've got some, eyes on him. That's basically what I'm saying, right? Eyes on him. Keep an eye on him. I think he's somebody who's going to really be a good, genuine game changer for Toa Samoa. I've got some big reps on this guy. I really think he can do some stuff there. Again, the spine is young. It's a young, untested spine. It's literally young. It's a figuratively young. It's a juniors coming together, right? In the spine there. So again, it's just, yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But that's probably my thoughts on it. I'm loving the forward pack. I'm loving the back line. For days. And for me, I'm hopeful with that spine. I think that's the word there, hopeful. Hopeful that the spine can gel because I've got no issues everywhere else. But again, this Toa Samoa team will test the best of them. And I'm actually happy and obviously looking forward to the World Rugby, the Rugby League World Cup Grand Final. Because we all know the real Rugby League World Cup. The World Cup is the Rugby League World Cup. It's the Rugby World Cup. It's the Rugby League World Cup. But look, all jokes aside, well, no, I'm not joking. Anyway, I digress. But that's my thoughts there. It's a young, fresh squad, and I think they're going to be ready to wreck some, cause some havoc, especially with some of the experienced players too. So that's it. Give me your thoughts. Take it easy. See you guys next time. Hold the ball.